Let's examine place value for decimal numbers. Our focus will be on 1 to 3 decimal places and 4 to 6 decimal places. We'll be starting with 1 to 3 decimal places. A key point here that is different is that we start from left all the way to the right and we have tens. The difference here with the whole numbers is it's the tenth. What that means is that you have a number with 10 in the denominator. For hundreds, you have a number with 100 in the denominator, and for thousands, you have a number with 1,000 in the denominator. So what that's trying to tell us is once we get a decimal point, every number after that represents some type of a fraction. So let's apply this to some examples. So what is the place value of the underlined number in the numbers below? So we have 68.412. So here's a trick we're going to use. After the decimal place, let's put our denominator, let's put a line so we can indicate a fraction. So we count the number of places after the decimal place, the decimal point is going to be 1, 2. So the number is in the second place after the decimal point. So we're going to put a 1 out here, and then we're going to put 2 zeros to represent the decimal place. So this is going to give us 1 over 100. So this is going to be 100th with a th at the end. Now 756.378, we're going to follow the same method. After the decimal point, we're going to put a line to indicate a fraction. So we're going to put a 1 on there. How many places after the decimal do we have that number? We have 1 place, so it's going to be 10. So this is going to be 3 over 10, which is called 3/10. Now 4587.693. So we have a decimal place, so we're going to draw a line and put a 1 under. How many places after the decimal point does this number appear? Is the first place, so it's 1 place. So this is 6 over 10, which is 6/10. And finally, on these examples, we have a decimal point right here, so we have to read it from left to right. So we're going to look at putting a line to indicate we're going to do a fraction here, and we put a 1. How many places after the decimal point? This is 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So this is 9, and then you have 1,000 in the denominator. So this is going to be 9,000. Okay, so now let's go ahead to 4 to 6 decimal places. Now you can see that as we continue to have more numbers in the decimal, we just continue to increase the number of zeros in the denominator. So if you want to understand some of this, you can look at the whole numbers or the integers that the lesson on whole numbers and integers to see how it goes from right all the way to the left. Here we have tenths, this is divided by 10, hundredth divided by 100, thousandth divided by 1,000, 10,000th divided by 10,000, 100,000ths divided by 100,000, and then millionth divided by 1 million. Let's take a look at a few examples. So what I'm going to show you here is whenever you have a decimal point, just draw a line and put a 1 to show that you're going to be dealing with a fraction. Now let's see, this is in the 4th place after the decimal point. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is in the 4th place. So we're going to put 4 zeros at the end in the denominator, and then we put the digit on the numerator. So we have 10,000 in the denominator, so this is going to be 4 10,000ths. Okay, same goes here. We have a decimal point, and the place value for the digit we're interested in is after the decimal point. So we put a line right here. We'll draw 1. Let's count how many spots after the decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 9 over 100,000. So this is going to be 900,000. Always pay attention to the th at the end of the number. Now we have a line here again because the digit we're interested in is after the decimal point. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is in the 4th position after the decimal point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We put a comma here. So this is 10,000. And then we have 1 here. So this is 1 10,000. And then finally, we draw a line, put a 1, because the digit we're interested in is after the decimal point. So let's see how many spots after the decimal point. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to replace each of those positions with zeros. And then we have 5 millionths. So this is how you deal with place values for digits or numbers that have decimal points, or digits after the decimal place. For the most part, the 1 to 3 decimal places are more common. The 4 to 6 are just extra, so you understand if you're in a position where you have to deal with numbers that large for precision, you understand how to deal with place value.